Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Welker again. Today, I'm here to talk with you about one of my very favorite stories that I love to read as we get closer to the end of the school year. And I'm going to share it with you today. I wonder if you can guess what it is. You know, some of you know many of my stories already. So I want to show you. Here's a little clue. Does anybody know what that is? If you guessed a sea star, you were right. Does that give you a clue about our story today? Let me give you another clue. Hold on. How about that? I wonder what lived in there. Does that give you another clue about our story? Pretty cool shell. I'm wondering if that wasn't like a little crab or something that lived in there. And then here's this one. This is a piece of coral. It's very hard now, but when it was under the water in the ocean, it wasn't hard like this. Let me show you a couple more. This is just part of my big collection of shells. This is a sand dollar. If I shake it, it makes a rattly sound. I wonder what's in there. Here's the back. This used to be alive. I'll show you one more. Look at this one. That's really cool too, isn't it? Check out the other side. I wonder what was in there. These are just a few of my shells. I have boxes and boxes and jars full of shells. I love them. Maybe I'll show you some more at the end. Did you guess what my story is? If you guessed there was an old lady who swallowed a shell, you were right. Did you guess it? I thought you would. So we're going to share our story today. Then I'll share with you the part of our packet that came home a couple weeks ago for this story. And then maybe I'll show you a few more shells at the end. You ready? All right, let me share my iPad with you so that we can see our story together. So hold on tight. Let me just share my iPad. It just takes a second to share it. And I'm almost there. There we go. There it is. All right. There was an old lady who swallowed a shell. And I'm going to move myself out of the way a little bit so you can see that better. By Lucille Colandro, illustrated by Jared Lee. Now, parents, this is a story that is part of a series. So if your children like this story, you should see if you could find the other stories like it. The poor old lady, she's constantly swallowing things that are not food. So there's one great story. There was an old lady who swallowed a rose for Valentine's Day. There was an old lady who swallowed a turkey, of course, for Thanksgiving. There's one where she swallows a frog. There's one where she swallows leaves. She swallows books. There's different titles, and they're all equally engaging and fun. So many of them we've read in therapy, so your child will be familiar. So let's dig into this one. There was an old lady who swallowed a shell. Here we go. There was an old lady who swallowed a shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. Look at her dog there. That's funny. As we read each of the pages, boys and girls, I want you to be listening for words in the story that rhyme. For example, on this page, the word shell and the word tell rhyme because the ending part of the word sounds the same, L. Shell, tell. They rhyme. Let's listen for more words like that. There was an old lady who swallowed a crab. Why did she grab that crawling crab? She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. So, do you see two words that rhyme? Like crab and, what word could rhyme with crab? Do you think the word crawling rhymes with crab or the word grab? If you said grab, you were right. Crab, grab. They rhyme. They sound the same at the end of the word. There was an old lady who swallowed a fish. What a tickly dish, that swimming fish. Oh my gosh, look at the fish's face. Do you think he wants to be swallowed? He doesn't look like it. He's a very big fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed that shell. She didn't tell. All right, look at those words. We'll find some that rhyme here. Let's see. What have we got? Think about it. What have you got? Any words that rhyme on this page? Shell and tell for sure, huh? That's right. All right, let's go to the next one. There was an old lady who swallowed a gull. It wasn't dull to swallow a gull. So you can see that a gull is a kind of seabird. Do you see two words that rhyme here? Dull and, that's right, gull. You got it. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed that shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a pail. Another word for pail, boys and girls, is bucket. She didn't wail when she swallowed that pail. Ooh, I hear some rhyming words here. Pail and, what do you think? Did you find it? If you said whale, you were right. Whale, pail, they rhyme. She swallowed the pail to carry the gull. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in a shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed some sand. Ew, don't eat sand. Oh, how bland to swallow sand. So bland means that it doesn't have any taste. Listen, is there a word here that rhymes with bland? Bland and, I've got it. Sand. Bland, sand. They sound the same, don't they? But please don't eat sand. And I wonder, that fish that's in the water there, some kids think that's a shark. Some kids think it's a whale or a dolphin. What do you think? And how do you know? What's your proof? She swallowed the sand to fill up the pail. She swallowed the pail to carry the gull. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. But I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a wave. Oh my gosh. Swallowing a wave was such a big hassle. Hassle, by the way, means big problem or bother. Ooh, and look at all the things that are in that wave. Yuck. Don't drink a wave. Whoops, I went a little bit too far. That she suddenly burped. Oh no, how embarrassing. But look what happened when she burped. Everything came flying out of her tummy. And she built a sand castle. So there's all the things there that had been in her tummy. They're now on this beautiful sand castle. So I hope you enjoyed that book. I did. I thought that was a really good one. I always enjoyed that story. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute. And I'm going to share a different screen with you. So hold on just a minute. Let's get to our book organizer here. So this is what came home to you about 2 weeks ago, along with our home learning activities for some other books that we've already read. So today's book, of course, is There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Shell. Our book activity looks a little bit different this time. It has a few different elements, as you can see from this first page, because I wanted to delve a little bit into something called story grammar. Story grammar is where we analyze a story. So the first thing I want you to do, maybe do one activity a day, and of course go back and rewatch this video whenever you like, is I want you to use this story mat to retell the story. So here's the little old lady. You can even make a little cut or slit across her mouth and feed her all these different things that went into her belly. And feel free to color them, of course. Then the next day, we've got all the vocabulary from the story. So this is a great opportunity to practice building sentences and practice using our sounds, whether you're working on the S sound, S blends, the K or G sound, the L sound, the R sound, whatever your target sound is. This is a great way to practice using your sound by itself and then also putting it into a sentence that you make up. So here are some of the vocabulary words from our story. And then, of course, we've got to have some listening comprehension. So we've got some questions from our story that you can answer, and you can, of course, color any of these pages. So answer your questions. And then the last part is the story grammar part that I wanted to include this time. So in story grammar, we talk about things like the character, the setting, what was the beginning event, the initiating event of the story or the problem? What was the response or how she felt about it? And then what plan did she come up with to solve her problem? What action did she take? And then what's the result? What's the end result of what happened in the story? So we use this a lot at school for many stories. I just have it a little bit developed better here so that you can cut out the pages over on the side and just glue them in place where they belong as part of the story grammar. So I hope that you'll enjoy that. Okay, now, didn't I tell you I had a few more shells to show you? I'll show you a couple more. So let me stop sharing my screen here. Okay, let's see. I've got a little one here that's kind of pretty and long. Some of these shells I've gotten in shell shops. Some of them I've found on beaches in Florida and in California, up in Washington State, Oregon, different places. Some I even brought back from Hawaii one time. I don't know if any of the ones I have here are from Hawaii. Let me move that big piece of coral out of the way. And then let's see. Oh, this is a pretty one. Have you ever seen one like this? Kind of flat. They used to have another side. It's a clamshell. That's pretty cool. So there used to be a little mussel or animal inside it. All right, one more. Last one. This is beautiful. Look at the color. This is a really pretty shell. I'm guessing it might have had maybe a little crab inside. It's really pretty. I like how it's kind of windy right here. And it's hard, of course. Isn't that beautiful? It's very big too. So those are just a few shells from my shell collection. And our story of the week, there was an old lady who swallowed a shell. So moms and dads, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoy that story. I miss you all so much. As the weeks are going by, every day I keep thinking about all the hugs I'm missing, the smiles I'm missing, and I wish you all well. I hope that you're home and safe, and I look forward to seeing you again when school resumes. But I will also see you again this week because Tuesday is Cinco de Mayo. So I've got a special story planned for Tuesday. So come back to Class Dojo and YouTube to check that out on Tuesday. In the meantime, enjoy our story today. Thank you, boys and girls and moms and dads. Take care, stay safe. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.